Listening to stories is one of the most useful tools for learning English. It helps develop listening, reading, speaking, and writing skills.
Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a wise king named Arin. King Arin was loved by all his people because he was kind and fair. Every day, he would walk through the village, talking to the people, listening to their problems, and helping them. One day, a strange man came to the kingdom. He told King Arin about a mysterious lake deep in the forest. "This lake," said the man, "is not like any other. It is said that anyone who drinks its water will become the wisest person in the world." King Arin was curious and decided to visit the lake. Early the next morning, King Arin set out with his most trusted knight, Sir Leon. The path to the lake was long and difficult. They crossed rivers, climbed hills, and walked through thick forests. But King Arin was determined to find the lake. After hours of walking, they met an old woman sitting by the side of the road. She looked tired and hungry. King Arin offered her food and water, and in return, she gave him a warning. "The lake you seek is not as it seems. Be careful, for wisdom comes at a price." Finally, they reached the lake. The water was crystal clear, and the air around it was calm. Sir Leon wanted to drink from the lake immediately, but King Arin remembered the old woman's warning. He decided to sit and think for a while. As he sat by the lake, King Arin thought about his kingdom and his people. He realized that true wisdom comes not from magical water, but from listening, learning, and caring for others. He decided not to drink from the lake. King Arin and Sir Leon returned to the kingdom without drinking the water. The people were happy to see them return safely. King Arin continued to rule wisely, knowing that the best way to gain wisdom was through experience and kindness. King Arin and Sir Leon returned to the kingdom without drinking the water. The people were happy to see them return safely. King Arin continued to rule wisely, knowing that the best way to gain wisdom was through experience and kindness. But peace did not last long. A few months later, rumors began to spread through the kingdom. Whispers of a dark force growing in the farthest reaches of the forest reached the castle. The villagers spoke of strange shadows moving at night and crops that suddenly withered. Fear began to creep into the hearts of the people. One day, a group of villagers went missing after venturing into the forest to gather wood. King Arin sent his best knights to search for them, but they found nothing. The forest seemed darker, as if it were hiding something. Sir Leon urged the king to take action. "We must find the source of this darkness," he said. "It could be connected to the lake." King Arin felt a chill run down his spine. He had a feeling that the lake held more secrets than he had imagined. But what could he do? He had already chosen not to drink from its waters. King Arin called a council of his most trusted advisors. They debated long into the night. Some believed they should gather an army and destroy whatever was causing the darkness. Others thought they should seek help from neighboring kingdoms. But King Arin was unsure. He remembered the old woman's warning and knew that the lake might be at the center of it all. "Your Majesty," said one of the advisors, "perhaps you should return to the lake. Maybe there is something there that can help us, even if it is not the water itself." King Arin nodded slowly, knowing that he could not ignore the growing threat. He decided to return to the lake, but this time, he would not go alone. The next morning, King Arin set out once more, this time with Sir Leon and a small group of brave knights. The journey to the lake felt different this time. The forest was eerily quiet, and the air was thick with tension. As they approached the lake, they noticed the water was no longer crystal clear, it was dark and still. "We must be careful," King Arin warned. "We do not know what lies ahead." Suddenly, the ground beneath them trembled, and a thick mist began to rise from the lake. The knights drew their swords, ready to defend their king, but the mist was so dense that they could barely see each other. Through the mist, a deep voice echoed. "Why have you returned, King Arin? You were wise to turn away before, but now you seek something you do not understand. King Arin felt a shiver run down his spine. I come to protect my kingdom, he called out. A darkness is spreading, and I believe it is connected to this lake. Show yourself and explain what is happening. The voice laughed, but it was a cold, joyless sound. You seek answers, but the truth is not always what it seems. The darkness is a part of the wisdom you rejected. Without understanding its power, you will never defeat it. The mist began to clear, and in the center of the lake, a figure appeared, a shadowy form that seemed to be made of the same darkness that was spreading through the forest. The knight stepped back in fear, but King Arin stood his ground. You have a choice, King Arin, the shadowy figure said. You can drink from the lake and gain the wisdom to control this darkness, or you can leave now and watch as it consumes your kingdom. King Arin's heart raced. He knew the dangers of drinking from the lake, but he could not let his people suffer. I will not drink, he declared. There must be another way. As King Arin spoke, a beam of light broke through the clouds above the lake. The light touched the water, and the dark mist began to recede. The shadowy figure hissed and shrank away from the light. King Arin realized that this light was the true wisdom he had sought, hope, love, and the strength of his people. The darkness cannot withstand the light, King Arin said, raising his sword. We will defeat it together, without relying on dark powers. The shadowy figure roared in anger and surged toward the king, but the knights, led by Sir Leon, formed a protective circle around him. Together, they fought the darkness with all their might. The light from above grew stronger, and with each strike of their swords, the shadows grew weaker. King Arin felt the strength of his people with him, and with one final blow, the shadowy figure was vanquished. The lake returned to its calm, clear state, and the forest began to breathe again. King Arin and his knights returned to the kingdom as heroes. The darkness was gone, and the people rejoiced. King Arin had proven that true wisdom and strength come not from magic or fear, but from unity, courage, and the light that shines within every heart. He continued to rule with kindness and fairness, and his kingdom flourished. The story of King Arin and the mysterious lake was told for generations, reminding everyone that even in the face of darkness, light and love will always prevail. And so, the tale of King Arin teaches us that true wisdom lies not in seeking power but in believing in the good within ourselves and others. By practicing kindness, bravery, and understanding, we can overcome any challenge. Keep learning, and let your own light guide you in your journey with English.